With a change to our normal programming, this week I'm back at work and I've got a weekend to assemble a bar. With the house renovation on hold and the budget completely blown, I need to get as much work as I can, and at the moment, with a toddler, I can only actually work antisocial hours. So I thought, why don't we do some builds on the channel? As a freelance, self-employed rattlegun for hire, I never know what I'm going to build next. So for these videos to work, it would really help if you could subscribe. From furniture to film props, woodwork and metalwork. If you can dream it, I can build it. And we've still got this old house to sort out, so stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. I'm back. Not working on the house though, we're just, I've thrown myself back into work. I've just arrived here at work. It's 7 in the morning. I'm a bit early, but that way I beat the traffic and I have no idea what I'm working on. Well, I have a little idea, but it's one of them. So I'm going to the office, find a drawing, find the bits and get cracking, I reckon. So yeah, let's do a bit. See what the script is this week. And on first inspection, there are absolutely piles of components that all need assembling. Workbench is absolutely covered, so I know I've got my work cut out. This isn't going to be a relaxing weekend. I'm definitely going to have to be grafting like 20 men. And there's a large bar to build with a curved frontage. Always love a challenge. And all them oak veneered pieces downstairs need sorting. We've basically got to get this assembled, dry fit and prepped, because I'm probably not going to see this finished. I'm just getting it all ready for the site lads. Let's crack on. Right, let's do a bit. So we're going to start by assembling this internal framework, because once this is done, it gives us something to go off, and all of our pieces will attach to this. And luckily for me, someone's already started this curve section. It just needs finishing off. With a hefty blathering of PVA glue and some pins, the pins should hold it all together while the glue goes off. All I need to do whilst the glue goes off is to make sure it's plumb and square. And if in doubt, you can throw a few screws in there as well. Seeing as this is all MDF, none of this is going to be seen. Right, that's one of the white frames from the drawing done. Just a straight one to do now. But there's so many different components, there isn't actually a workbench left, so I'll make it work. Found myself the edge of a bench just to get this framework made up. Again, glue and pin. Glue's going to be doing all the work here, but once all the panels have been attached, it's not going to be going anywhere. And with the internal framework done, that gives us a good starting point. Right, you won't believe it, but we've got a sponsor for today's video. So I just want to do a big shout out to Basecamp. And seeing as though we do an awful lot of dusty work, we're going to need a decent face mask. And that's exactly what we've got here with Basecamp Pro Max M. With a replaceable 6-layer filter, excellent anti-fog effect thanks to the adjustable nose clip and enlarged one-way valves, adjustable 3cm wide Velcro straps, Also suitable for people with allergies and can be used for pollen protection. Reusable shell, replaceable filters and washable design. CE certified. Suitable for professionals and DIYers alike. I'm 100% adding this to the kit in the back of my van because I never know what I'm going to build next. Especially useful whilst I was doing my welding because it fit nicely and snugly underneath my welding mask. And it even comes in a resealable bag, so you know it's going to stay clean and dry and be ready for when you need it. If you want to get yours with a 10% discount, check the link in the description or use this code here. And it also helps you to look after your lungs because you don't get another set of them. Right, let's carry on. With this woodworking workshop being completely different to most places I work, all of the parts have been cut by robots or CNC machines. Once the parts are cut and ready, there's a little bit of prep to do. All of the parts, once removed, still have these lugs attached, so using a flush trim router, we've got to get rid of them. Once that's all done, there's hours and hours of sanding. I didn't film all that though, because it would have been pretty boring. Just using 220 grit to remove any loose fibres, any imperfections. Once it's assembled, we're pretty much ready for finishing. And with that being one of the most boring parts of the job, and one of the biggest parts of the job, that's all done, all the prep's done. So let's build some of these carcasses. There's absolutely loads to build, so I'm just going to start smashing them out. Glue and screw, can't go wrong. As soon as each one's complete, there's going to be more space in the workshop. Everything's a little bit different here because all of the pieces have been cut by a CNC machine. And CNC stands for Computer Numerical Control. Basically, it's all been cut by robots. But that means all of the grooves, all of the screw locations have all been done for me. So this is literally just assembly, making this probably one of the most relaxing parts of the job. And some of these carcasses do need adjustable feet putting on. Similar to what you'd use on a flat pack kitchen. Slowly working my way through all the stacks of components, freeing up more space. There were a few components that I knew 100% would be seen if I started pinning it, so I've decided to use the Festival Domino, guaranteeing that there won't be any visible fixings. And once they're all done, I can stack them all out the way and move on to the next steps. And the next step is a big step, and it's the one that's probably going to be the most stressful, and it's bending a piece of veneered MDF around that corner. And obviously these boards don't bend, so I'm going to do something that's called kerfing, which does have its pros and cons. It's basically making lots of relief cuts out of the back of the board so the board can bend. So I'm going to measure up to do that now using a piece of masking tape. No, this isn't 100% accurate, I'm just getting a rough size. So I mark up my masking tape on the bend, remove the tape, lay it on the flat, and that will give me a good estimate. All that's left to do now, after doing some test cuts on a smaller piece of veneered MDF, it seemed to work fine, so we're just going to go for it. Let's curve the back of this large section and see if we can get it bent around that bar. After offering it up dry with no glue, I marked my lengths, took it back to the table saw and trimmed it to size, and here I am, gluing and pinning it into place. I wasn't expecting this to work, but it did, and it bent round that corner really easily. Just left a few clamps on it and called it a job well done. With the corner in position, I attached the rest of the pieces to the front, including these other curved pieces, and for me, that's pretty much the front of the bar. I'm pretty sure there's a load of oak capping to go on it on site, but for me, that's it pretty much done, and this bar frontage does split into two pieces for transport. Working with curves is quite difficult. There was a bit of a bulge in our cladding around the curves, so I scribed a little bit off using my pencil, and with an orbital sander I took off the excess. I didn't manage to film much of the assembly behind the bar because I was too busy doing it, and everywhere I put the camera it was just getting in the way. After a few finishing touches, that's all of the prep done, with all the cabinets and carcasses thrown behind the bar, temporarily clamped together or screwed together. It now looks like a bar, and this is my part of the job done. This is ready to be taken to the job site. Just finished editing that video. Editing Dave here, woohoo, in the office. Just wanted to sum it all up basically. So the bar is on site. It's had its worktops templated in plywood. I'm not sure what the finished tops are. They get fit on Monday if you're watching this on the Sunday, so it's still not finished. But if I manage to get hold of some pictures of how it is now, here it is, still not finished. How was it? How was it for you watching me go to work? I mean, it's a bit different from the house renovation videos, but the house is on hold, and just trying to sort out the financial situation. It's taken a lot longer than I thought, and I've got my van insurance, road tax and stuff coming up. I've got loads more bills coming. I'm still trying to figure out how I can stay on top of my outgoings. So the house is still on hold, and it's been so long. There's been a few messages asking, where are you? What are you doing? Yeah, the house is on hold, but I guess this is still part of the story. This is still part of the journey. I'm still willing to share it with you. The videos won't be regular, but whenever I can film something that I'm working on, I will. If any of you out there want something building, some freestanding furniture, whatever it may be, drop me an email. Maybe I can start filming some more videos, a little bit more in-depth, especially if it's my own job. I'll probably go into it in a little bit more depth, because I can, when I'm at work, I can't be messing around getting all the camera angles, and you know, I'm at work, I'm there to work, I'm getting paid to work. I'm not there to set up the perfect camera shot and get in people's way. So it's a difficult one at the minute, but if this video has worked out all right for you, if you like it, if you think this is the sort of stuff that you're quite happy to watch this sort of content, give it a thumbs up or tick the bell. Tick the bell. That's all I ask. Watch the videos to the end, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. That's all you can do to support the channel, and I would appreciate that very much. This bar build, it's not one of my own personal jobs. Like I said, I'm a rattle gun for hire. I've come in to assemble that. That is literally the only element I was involved in. So, but there was so many other people involved. Big shout out to those guys, all the site lads. I didn't do any edging on any of them bits. There's an awful lot of edging done. The design, obviously the CNC machines that cut all the components, the assembly on site, all the other bits on site. There's extra capping, oak cappings to go on, obviously the worktops to fit, and other issues leveling on site to figure out. So I'm only responsible for a very tiny little part of quite a big project. So big shout out to everyone involved. Not taking all the glory at all, just trying to make some videos for you lot. Right, I think that's the outro done. I'll get this video polished off and stick it up on YouTube. Yeah, sound. Right, that is it. I think that's everything I needed to talk about. Yeah, I've got another project, my own personal little project coming up. So, I mean, I've already started it a little bit and it needs to be finished by the end of the month. There's an awful lot going on in life right now. It's and I'm building it 100 miles away from home, which is insane, but needs must. So don't forget to check out our sponsor. Link is in the description. Alright, yeah, I'll catch you next time. Peace out.